Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are getting started here in just 1 minute. I'm going to get a few things set up on my end. So just welcome aboard. If you are here, post in the chat where you're connecting from. Want to learn a little bit about who you are and what your organization you represent. But give me just 1 minute and I'll be right back online here as we get started. I'm going to give another minute for everybody else to join. Okay, everybody, welcome again to our workshop. This is just a bonus session. I am James, the founder and CEO of Rally Corp. If you can hear me okay, last time I had a connection issue. So if you can hear me okay, if you could just post in the chat or give me a thumbs up so I know we are good on the volume. The other day, I talked for, I don't know, a couple of minutes before I realized I was muted, which is not good. Thumbs up. Yay. All right. So what a relief. Yeah, you do not want to be on the workshop where I was, a good 3, 4, 5 minutes in before people realized before I realized people couldn't hear me. So, all right, I'm gonna share a quick little presentation with you. Give me 1 minute to add that to the screen here. And share my screen. In this, for the sake of time, I will not do a whole lot today. This is a little bit, as I mentioned, a unique session. Normally, these are about 40 minutes, a little bit more hands-on, but we are rolling out a new product I want to let everybody know about. And then I'm going to, let me get back over here. Sorry about my presentation. And we got a little ahead of ourselves there for a minute. Okay. So as I mentioned, I'm James, the CEO and founder of Rally Corp. We are launching a new service and it's completely free. So if you're a customer of Rally, it'll be a little easier for you to get your videos up. And then we're adding videos to the back end so you can start texting videos. And I'll show you a little bit about what that looks like. But if you're not a customer of Rally and you're interested in using the service, you just go to Rally.So. That's the website, Rally.So. And the idea is you're going to rally so the world will change, right? So I'll do a little bit more of a formal introduction here in a minute. But think of Rally.So. If you're familiar with Pinterest, think of Pinterest meets really simple clickable videos for nonprofits and causes. So that you can start to aggregate or group, if you would, nonprofit videos around. Here's the idea. I didn't want you just having video that you just text your donors. That would be great. Most of our customers, all of our customers are very excited about that feature, and many are starting to use it, and it's kind of fun to see that come online. So it's great to be able to send little videos that now have a button that pops up. That button can literally be like a click to donate. So, like the traditional text to donate, you get a word and a link. Imagine getting some words, but also a video. And on the video is the button. So you can watch a quick little video and donate. Again, it's pretty cool. But I thought, man, what if we go a step further than that and we give you a directory, what we're calling the wall of love. So you could publish your video so others could see it too, not just on your website, not just in those that are texting you, but what if we could give you a way to share that on a website so that we could see the world rally so the world changes. So again, it's very, very early in its launch. It's not beautiful right now. We're working on it, but those that sign up, you'll be some of our early adopters. So I'll walk you through a little bit of that today. We're going to spend about 10 minutes together. Just for the sake of time, just going to give you a high level, and it'll be a record if I could do this in 10 minutes, by the way. All right. So everybody, if you could just post in the chat where you're connecting from, I just like to know, I saved the notes so I can kind of get a sense for who's here, as well as the cities and states that are represented. It's just a lot of fun. Today's goals, using video to tell your nonprofit story, how to create a compelling video, a very, very short intro. We're going to have a workshop and a webinar with an expert in a bit. We're going to talk much more about this. And then, of course, I'm going to introduce Rally.So. If you want to post as well in the chat what kind of fundraising challenges you're having, I use that to shape content for the future. Actually, video was birthed out of comments in a workshop like this, and something we've been thinking about for a long time, and we knew about it, but I just thought, man, I got to solve the storytelling issue. So your comments and feedback make that possible. Won't spend a lot of time on Rally itself because most of you are either customers of Rally or later in the process of becoming customers of Rally, so you're already aware who we are. But as the founder and CEO of Rally Corp, I can tell you my personal experience, it's just harder and harder to get people's attention and to keep their attention. So we're looking for simple ways and tools to reactivate our donor base, the ones that have given in the past, but also capture new donors. And the video and mobile obviously are great ways to do that. Text Webinar 365 QR code. It'll be available in this session. If you want the slides, I'll send it to you. But just scan that for a very simple little SMS checklist. You can also swing by our website, pick it up there. I just like to give things away. Now, why video? This should go without saying, but I'm just going to say it because I want everybody to be on the same page, right? We're getting started here, but people want to connect to people. The videos that we're talking about on Rally.So are more selfie style videos. We've had some of you submit videos that are more like commercials. They're production grade. It's the kind of thing I would expect to see on TV. Great, love it. There'll be a place for that too. Definitely. Right now, what I'm looking for is really more selfie style. Take out your phone, record a quick little 1-minute video. Tell us who you are, who you serve, and why it matters, and then how I can get involved. We'll give you some templates and some scripts to think about on how to do that. But these are very, very simple videos that we just want to be more. And I'm going to say this, like, for so long we were with masks on, we've kind of forgot what we look like. So people want to see your face. Let's just show them your face. Let's connect with people. Video is a credible opportunity to create empathy and connection. It's more natural. And of course, it's a preferred medium for storytelling, and it's widely adopted. Now, I'm going to prove the point for why video right here. I'm going to play this. And if you could just give me a thumbs up if you can hear as we get started. Again, I don't want to just play this video and then nobody can hear it. But here's a video of someone submitted to Rally.So the first week we launched. She's not a customer of Rally. I had never met her before. I didn't know her story. I just listened to it makes about 20 seconds, 30 seconds in where she says something that's just super impactful. I want you to hear it for yourself. So listen to this. Just give me a minute to listen to this.
I'm Claudia Freed, and we are EAL Green. You wonder, who is EAL Green? Well, probably until today, you never heard of us. So let me tell you a little bit about why we are so unique. You see, we bring together sustainability and higher education. With donations of excess inventory materials from businesses, we help colleges and universities lower their operating costs, and those savings become scholarships. Our model is 40 years old when two businessmen decided they would pay the benefit of a scholarship.
Now listen to this.
As they had received when they were younger in their careers. Today, we have helped 21,000 counting college students receive the financial aid that they need, and we have prevented hundreds of thousands of tons of materials from hitting the landfill. I have a unique story to tell you about why I love what we do. I was the first student, yes, 40 years ago, that received the first scholarship EAL Green ever created. So I am here to tell you that the concept works, and it is possible to be innovative in the space of nonprofit sustainability and social impact.
Isn't that incredible? Like, you could read their blog, you could go to their website, you could dig around the About Us page. I'm sure it's there somewhere. In just a few minutes of meeting this woman, and isn't she a beautiful person? Like, you learn that not only are they helping 21,000 and counting, which is a big number. That's like, whoa, that's impactful, right? That's not just some small organization that just like got started yesterday and they've helped 4 people, right? This is a big organization. But her personal story is that she was the first recipient of this scholarship 40 years ago. Like, blows my mind. When I got that video, and again, it was one of the first that we had submitted from somebody who wasn't a customer. And I went to my wife and I'm like, listen to this. Like, this is incredible. Like, how else would I have known that? So again, you can create a lot of very compelling information in a very short amount of time, and you can draw people into their story. Remember, most people watch story and they put themselves in the story. They're going to put themselves in the story as the hero, or they're going to put their story in themselves in the story as the guide. But we love story because we see ourselves in it and we put ourselves in it. So when you do a video, you're inviting people to reflect back to you who they are and how they see themselves showing up in your organization. Now, here's just a quick little a GIF file that shows in the Rally platform, you can send thank you videos as a personalized thank you video sent from a customer. If you want to see what this looks like, just as a real simple little example, you can text the word TY video. TY stands for thank you. So TY video to 24365 just to get an example of what this looks like. Now, obviously, I'm inviting you to text a keyword to get the video. Presumably, you would have already donated. I already have your cell phone, so I would be texting you this video. You wouldn't have to then text me to get the video. But because I don't have all of your phones necessarily on this webinar or this workshop, this is how we're doing it. So be yourself, tell your story, invite your audience to participate. Use it for thank yous, use it for, there's a bazillion different ways to send a video and timing to send a video. In a future workshop and webinar, I'll have an expert named Rod Arnold come in with an organization that actually helps us write stories for nonprofits. So he'll actually speak into that. And watch for your emails. That'll be coming up here shortly. All right. So use videos to capture and share. I won't say a lot about this, but the later phases will allow people to respond to video with video. Or right now we just have a button there that they click on, but we have the capability to do a lot more than just the button. So we'll do that. Of course, we're going to give you the little code so you can put it in an email. Again, I know we're a mobile platform, but 60% of your emails are open on mobile, y'all. So email is important. You got to have it optimized for mobile. So use the embed code to put it on your website, put it on your email, send it through text message. There's a lot we're going to do with this. Right now, we're just launching, as I mentioned, early stage for those that sign up. Rally.So is completely free. If you're not on the Rally platform, if you're on the Rally platform, you'll have a lot more capability a lot sooner. So I'm going to just switch over here real quick and show you Rally.So, because that is what we're here to learn about, as creating compelling videos. Now, I'm going to say this about creating videos. To sign up, let me just say this real quick. Start the video, hit play, and then wait about 7 seconds or so.
Keeping people's attention is a real challenge, especially as a nonprofit with limited resources.
Okay, so about 7 seconds in, this button pops up. Click on the button, fill out the form. You'll get an email on what to do, and that'll include an invite to an upcoming workshop where we will actually show you how to create videos if you're concerned about it. Now, if you watch my friend here,
this is Scott Perrin.
Scott, watch this. Okay, so about 3 seconds in, I have his a little faster. You'll get a button. Click to donate, takes him to his donation page. Now, this is very, very important. Rally is not intercepting payments, collecting donor information. We're simply giving a video with a link out to your website. And when you upload your video, you'll give us a link. No catch. We're not capturing donations. We're not as you know, if you know anything about Rally Corp, we are a communications platform that used by marketers and development folks around nonprofits. Our job is to create really simple tools to drive people to what you're already doing. We're not another cook to the kitchen. We're not capturing, we're not processing. You don't have to get approval for another processor or merchant account. We send people to the website you're already doing. So if you're using text to donate with Rally, you're already used to this concept. Text a word to 24365, you get a message or a video, you click the button or the link, and it takes you to your current donation page. Same exact thing. We're not doing anything else. But okay, so when it comes to shooting videos, let me say this. In Hollywood, there's this concept of 3 takes and then a break, right? You just want to sit there and take like 25 videos back to back. You'll wear yourself out. Your creativity juice, it doesn't come across natural. So I typically shoot videos in the mornings. I've learned though, I get a little bit of red eye in the morning. So I'll have to go for a walk, have a nice cup of coffee, clear my head, get get my eyes cleared up a little bit. And then I take a take. Now, a lot of times what I'll do though, is when I'm on my walk by myself, well, it's me and my Bichon, but when I'm walking my dog, I'll pull out my phone and I'll record a quick little video, kind of my first take. And I'll just kind of formulate my thoughts and I'll write some things down. Bullet points, maybe a little index card I carry with me. So I'll read off like, okay, I'm James. This is what I'm doing. I'll just continue to say it 2 or 3 times. And then when I get back, I'll do record. I just find a nice simple wall. If you go to the website here, you'll see some people have their logo in the background. Some people are in their kitchen. The point is you. So just, obviously you don't want to be too distracting or too loud, but certainly want to just take out your phone. I prefer this landscape here is where the phone is more in landscape mode. I think it fills the screen a little bit better, but you can do either one is fine. We just have a little bit of black around the edges if it's in not in landscape mode. You can use your laptop, but just keep the video. It has to be fairly small, a minute or 2. We don't put any videos up that are more than 2 minutes right now. So we are limited on time, but just who you are, what you're doing, how we can be involved. Very, very simple. Don't overthink it. All right. I just want to see your video. I want to see your beautiful faces up on the website. Once it's there, obviously you can perfect it over time. Now, example I often give, my daughter, who just turned 17 this week, published her first book on Amazon when she was, I don't know, 12, 13 or so. I mean, I think 12 actually. And she's, it was exciting time for the family, exciting time for her. She's got a couple books up now for storybooks for children. But I told her early in her development something that I learned early in my development, and that's that your first draft is not that great. It's a crappy first draft. Like, it's just not going to be awesome, and that's okay. If I really want to write stories or write a book or do videos, I got to try it. I got to just take out my phone and record it. Yes, I can read a book. Yes, I can sign up for an online class. I can hire a coach, of course, right? So you can definitely get educated, learn the finer points of story, come back to our workshop. We'll help you with all of that. I can get a guide, and I have a coach that works with me on some different things, and storytelling is one of them. So I can figure these things out, but nothing substitutes trial and error and practice. Just take out your phone, do it. I encourage you. If you're not so sure, just email it to me or send me a link to it and say, hey, James, what do you think? And I'll give you my honest feedback. And if I can help you and support you in that, I'm more than glad to do that. Okay. So practice. Your first one is not going to be great, but just if I sat down to write a novel today, you probably would not want to read it. It would be terrible. But if I got a coach, if I was committed, if I read novels, if I knew what I loved about them, I had my own voice, I developed that over time. Nothing substitutes just writing the second novel, writing the third novel, writing the fourth one. And by the time I get to 5 or 6, maybe they start to make a little bit of sense, hopefully a little sooner than that if I'm applying myself. But my point is, it takes some time and some iterations. Don't be afraid to fail. Put yourself out there. Okay. All right. So that's that. Now, who should do the videos? Founders, directors, employees. It doesn't matter. It's just great to see a human behind the organization. We want to see humans. So if your executive director or your founder wants to do it, that's great. If you want to have a video of somebody telling them about how they were impacted by your cause or the work that you do, that's fine too. But the point is, we want to know who you are, what you do, how we can be involved. Simple little link at your website. Pretty straightforward. Okay. So the last thing I'll say here about video, and I mentioned this before, 3 takes, then take a break. Don't overthink it. I remember specifically, I was speaking at a conference, and they wanted a 1 little minute highlight reel, maybe 2 minutes highlight reel. And we were in the hotel room as a team getting ready for this conference. And so I sat there, I must have recorded 20 videos. We got the background just right. We got the lighting just right. I got my index cards. I had one of my team members holding up a piece of paper with the talking points. That was the closest I could get to a teleprompter. Oh my goodness, it was terrible. I just kept trying, overthinking it. So finally, about, I don't know, 20, and I'm not exaggerating, it must have been 20 takes. My poor team, bless their hearts, so patient with me, and I'm so grateful. We walked down to the Chick-fil-A on the corner, took a quick break. We walked back. I was like, guys, okay, let's do this. Knocked it out like the second take of it when we got back. So it was a huge lesson for me. And that was before I went out after that, like, how do I get better at this? I found a little $25 course on LinkedIn or something, signed up for that. And that's not that hard. So I was way overthinking it. Natural, be clear, have 2 or 3 talking points, just be yourself, take your first take. Listen, everybody, that's a wrap for today. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I know we went kind of quick, a lot quicker than usual. If anybody has any questions, I'll take those now. I just want to spend some time with you in this session introducing Rally.So. As I mentioned, we are going to have a different phases of this rolled out. So if you sign up, you'll be aware of that. And as we build this thing out, but we also, of course, as I mentioned, we'll be having a pretty cool workshop coming up with an expert I meet with next to talk about actually how to build a framework, because I want to give you some actual tools and tips to actually know how to do this. But I want to encourage you, don't wait too long for that. Just take your first take. Our goal is to get 100 videos up on the homepage in different tiles as fast as possible. So the first 100 to get submitted will be on the homepage and featured. Once we get, 25, 30, 40 or so, and it gets a little bit cumbersome, we're going to add some hashtags. So as you add your videos, you'll be able to pick whether it's humanitarian, international, whatever. I got to figure these codes out. You guys will help me kind of build that cloud, if you would. But when you land at the site, eventually there'll be drill-ins and drill-ins where you can say, hey, I want to just see these kinds of videos. I want to see that videos. We'll have some sharing tools where people can share, and then eventually maybe even respond in videos, because we can capture comments in videos. We just got to figure out how to police that well. So think of Pinterest which we all love Pinterest. My wife uses it for capturing designs for her quilts, and my daughter for her cookbooks or different children's illustrations that she sees of her stories that she's writing. So she gives them inspiration and ideas. Some of those shares are public, some of them are private. You can publish a board, of course, but Pinterest is an amazing example of what we're talking about here. Rally.So is, think of Pinterest meets clickable, really short videos for causes and charities, where we can start to organize them based on the type of organization they are and really get involved. And we want to show you off. We just want to share with the world the worthy work that you're doing. One of my burdens that I see, the things that I don't lose a lot of sleep, but what I do lose sleep over is seeing wonderful, worthy causes struggle with marketing, have limited budgets. So how do I get more people to see what I'm doing? How do I get more eyeballs on my story, more ears on my story? How do I get more people to participate in my story? So, use our tools to aggregate, to connect with, to engage donors through your own marketing channels, but just know you'll now have the option to publish it to what we're calling the wall of love, so we can share it with the world. If you want to share this with anybody else, again, we're looking to get to 100 as fast as possible, so feel free to share it with other organizations you think would benefit. Let's get this thing off the ground. I am here to help you. Questions? Let's see. I got one question. Yep, completely free. The Rally platform includes video as part of its capabilities. So if you're on the Rally platform, you'll still have the ability to do videos here shortly of your own. You'll be able to do more than one video, of course. You'll be able to drop those videos in the text messages. We are supporting now what's called MMS, which is rich media. So you can text audio, you can text video, you can text GIFs, GIFs, however you want to say it, JPEGs, audio voices, all that kind of thing. So we're enhancing the system quite a bit. That's online. I believe the last update I got is about 30 days. I was hoping to have it about 30 days back, but the Salesforce integration kicked us a little bit longer than we had anticipated. So we are now in the app exchange for Salesforce, finishing the final touches on that to get approval from Salesforce to show up there. Once that's done, my team is putting all their energy and time on MMS. And of course, we've got this new video feature we just built out. So no charge. Anybody can stop by and put a video up on Rally.So right now, completely free. And again, it's Rally.So the world has changed. Rally.So kids are fed. You guys get the idea. Okay, texting. Yeah, we can talk about that in a future workshop. There's another webinar coming up next week. Is it next Thursday? We got a real regular schedule now. For those of you that don't know, I hired a copywriter and somebody to keep me on with the editorial calendar, whatever that means. So we've landed on the first Thursday of every month being a webinar. Next Thursday, the 5th, we are doing how to write text messages to improve donor retention. So how to improve donor retention is actually templates. As another thing that you may notice if you're a customer of Rally, when you log in, you'll see there's 125 text messaging templates to choose from. So that's now online. And if you show up at the webinar, we'll give you 10 just as an example and a framework on how to write your own. So next week on the 5th, it's Thursday, Cinco de Mayo. Check that out. I just realized that. That's awesome. So how to write text messages to improve donor retention. In fact, since it's Cinco de Mayo, we'll do a couple in Spanish because we can obviously support Spanish, and I think that'll be fun. And if you've ever seen me write Spanish, it's pretty terrible, but you guys will have a kick out of it. All right, so RC webinar, how to write text messages. And then I think the Wednesday after that, which is the second Wednesday of every month, we do these workshops. That's where we're going to talk about specifically more video and writing messages. So we'll have more on that and let you guys kind of lead. Okay. Looks like we only have one question today. It was kind of boring. You all need to ask more questions. We got only about, I don't know, just a handful of you on here today. Not a huge turnout. Sometimes we'll have 40. Sometimes we'll have 210. So it looks like, is that really the only question? Yeah. Rally.So, hit play. You'll see the button there in the, absolutely. Yeah, you'll see the button as I mentioned there. Perfect. Yes, you will be able to share it we'll give you the little, it's called a snippet of code, but you'll get that embed code so you can stick it in an email. Again, we're still working out kind of what the user experience will be like for you to do this. We can help you with it. So right now, just let me know if you have questions with it and I'll help you get it set up. I want to get 10, 15, 20, 30, 100 people using it pretty regularly so that we can work out the kinks and then we'll roll it out to everybody else. So if you're interested in that, just email me, james@rallycorp.com, and I'll help you get squared away on video. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, that's a wrap for today's session. Again, thank you for coming. I appreciate everybody for being here. Oh, another question just came in. Yeah. Adios, Guy. All right. Thank you. So thank you, Guy, Ralph, Dale again, Susan, Robert, John. Hey, David. Just talk to you. All right, good. Hey, everybody, James at rallycorp.com. Text James to rallycorp.com for more information. If you're not a customer of Rally, I want to hear from you what we can do to improve your donor acquisition engagement development. If you are a customer, I should already be hearing from you because when you log into the platform, we ask you that question. We want to know, we want to hear from you because we're creating tools that actually drive impact. And the more I can understand, the better. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Take care. James at rallycorp.com. Bye-bye.